The next thing we're going to do will be to create our section titles. We first need to learn how to insert text boxes. There are two ways to insert text boxes. One is under the Home menu. If you look under the Home tab, there is a Draw Text Box. The other is under the Insert menu or the Insert tab, and there's another Draw Text Box. Either one works. They both do the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to click on Draw Text Box, and I'm going to draw a text box here. My titles that I'm going to use will be the titles of the questions that you are researching for your engineering career. The very first question that you had has to do about job responsibilities and duties. So I am going to make this, let's use 18, size 18 fonts, and I want it pretty readable. So let's do a nice readable one, bold. And we're going to call it Job Responsibilities. I'd like this centered. Did you see where I centered it? I centered it both vertically and horizontally. The other thing that I'm going to show you how to do, I'm going to right click on this, and I am going to format text box. When you format text box, you can do a couple of things. You can fill it with color. So I can fill it with a little like light gray if I want. And I can also add a line around the outside. So I'm going to do just the opposite of my word art. And I'm going to do a hot pink around the outside and fill it with a light gray inside. And let's see how that looks. I'm going to make that line around the outside a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click back on that text box, right click, go back to Format Text Box. And to make that line around the outside thicker, I go to Weight. And I want to make it, I just arrow up till it gets thicker and click OK. Once you get a title that you like, we're going to click on it, we're going to right click and copy, and then we're going to paste it 5 more times. So right click, paste, right click and paste, right click and paste, right click and paste, right click and paste. These will be the other titles for our other questions that we're going to answer in our brochure, write about in our brochure. I'm just aligning them up nicely. I'm just clicking and dragging once I get the 4 arrows. The second question that you guys are researching is about current salary. So that is going to be my second title, section title. The third question was about working conditions, so that's going to be the third title. The fourth question asks about future demand of the job. And then the last question I broke into 2 sections. Education and licenses. Didn't quite fit, so I'm going to change that to the and sign. The last one is going to be personal characteristics. And this one didn't quite fit, so we're going to have to make this a 2-liner and make it a little bit bigger. Again, make sure you hit save. Once you have those done, you're ready to draw your text boxes underneath each one, and you'll be ready to type into them. Use either a 12 to 14 font, and you will be writing these in short paragraph form. For example, the job responsibilities of an aerospace engineer include that type of thing.